Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Herkin Fresh, aka Blue Phoenix. Freeform tutorial, Angel of Mercy. We're going to be filling out these drums here in this tutorial. So right now all we've got is the kick and the bass. It's a nice start, but we're going to want some other kinds of percussion here. I am using the Vengeance Essential Clubsounds 2 for my drum samples in this one. It is an awesome sample pack. I don't know if you can even buy it anymore, but I'm sure you can get similar ones from Vengeance. So if you have your own drum samples, you'll have to use your own. I can't distribute these. They would make me take my tutorials down, which would really defeat the purpose of this whole thing. So we're going to start with an open hat here, and you can kind of go through a bunch of them here. I settled on number 10 here. Let me just add, we're just going to do a simple 4 to the floor here. We're not going to get too crazy with it yet. And I'm going to transpose. I like that +2 there. So if I click this arrow, it's going to show me each of the lanes I've got going here. I'm going to call this OH for open hat. You'll see here it's at -7. I'm going to go ahead and do a +7 on the volume. I'm also going to do a high pass filter on it so that we can filter out any of the lower frequencies that we really don't want. All right, and we lost some volume there. So right now, this open hat, it's mono. It's the same out of both ears. So we can actually fix this quite easily. If you right click up here and you do duplicate, now you've actually got two, and the same note will play both of these. You actually take and detune one minus and pan it all the way to the left, and take the other one and detune it plus some and pan it all the way to the right. You get kind of a stereo effect out of it. That does make it louder, so you'll want to take it down about 3 dB. Compensate. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a closed hat. Numero, I decided on 29 before. So if you happen to have this this pack, grab this one. It's kind of a nice metallic sound to it. I'll call this CH for closed hat. And I'm gonna draw it in. Bang, bang, bang. Biggity, bang, bang. And again, it's at -7, so to compensate for that, I'm going to hit up arrow 7 times. Obviously, that's ridiculously loud, so let's... All right, let's do the high pass filter on it too. And again, we're going to do the duplicate pan trick because it's awesome. About 20 is good. If you go too much, it starts to really separate, and it's pretty obvious. Sounds pretty good for now. Let's go ahead and add a clap. Let's see here. I'm going to go for this one here. Oh. And let's just throw that in there. Again. And let's do a high pass on that. Looks like this one already has a little bit of stereo, but we're going to just accentuate the stereo-ness of it. And, plus. And we're going to add a ride cymbal. Let's see here. Ride. It's time to ride. Maybe I didn't use a ride cymbal. These were too much. Hold on. I want something that's got a little bit more length to it. A little bit more beef. Call this ride, even though it's a open hat. And I'm going to go ahead and put this over top the open hat. So it probably has a lot of really low frequencies. We don't want to destroy it too much because I really like the way that has a kind of a chunky sound. So you go too high, it's wimpy. Now, one thing about these Vengeance samples, normally you would want to compress. You do want to compress your drum samples. But with the Vengeance samples, they're already pretty well compressed. So if you compress it again, I don't know, you're not really going to get much of an effect. So I don't tend to compress all my drums when I use Vengeance samples. There's really not much of a need to. So some people complain that they're over-compressed pieces of crap. Really depends on what you're writing. The ride cymbal, it kind of adds a lot of energy to the to the drum line. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add like a reverb that we can use as a send effect. In order to do that in Ableton, you hit this to open the chains, and then you click on this receive, and you drop an audio effect there. I'm going to grab a reverb. Hold on, actually specifically the drums room, because we're in a room with drums. So if I let's say I take this clap and just go all out crazy, just listen to how it sounds. I think the decay time maybe is a little bit much on that. Yeah. It sounds like it's a little weak. For being full wet, I'm not really hearing it much, so I'm going to go just raise these volumes up some. And now we'll take our sends down some to a sane level. Unfortunately, let's just do -12. Type it in manually. Oh, too weak. But I'll use the arrow buttons. might be too much. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's take these down a little bit. These are too heavy. So I go increase the volume on it, and then I don't want it that high. Whose fault is that? Okay. That's a pretty good start. I'm going to go ahead and add a swing on this guy. So if I browse my groove library and grab, I think it was MPC 16. Swing 56. 56 sounds good to me. Sure. Pop that on there. I don't like having the randomized velocity, so I always turn that off. If I turn this down to 0, it's subtle, but it adds a little bit of something to it. So ride might be a little bit loud. I'm going to just bring that down a couple dB here. Minus 11, maybe 13. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So we'll cut it there, and I'm going to save my work. Control S. And on the next one, we're going to add, I think we're going to maybe go and add some more notes here, because this is real flat and boring. We'll make some new note lanes in the next tutorial. And then after that, we'll get on to making a lead sound. See you next time.